Yes. Good afternoon, West Ham fans. Funny seeing you here, Rush of the West Ham Network. Hope you are all well. So, busy day. Spoke about Elhedge Mialik Diouf, who we'll talk about a little bit later on again. We talked about Richard Rios at lunchtime. We'll talk about another midfielder again in a minute. But it is Hammers Headlines in association with the KUMB.com. Boys, check them out in the description below. Let's crack into it. We've got lots to talk about. Let's talk about midfield. Obviously, we spoke about Richard Rios and the reports coming out of South America that we've had a 25 million euro bid rejected for the Colombian international midfielder. However, according to reports, West Ham are still in the mix and still have a hard-on for Ardon. It should be hard, not hard-on. Hard-on for Ardon. Ardon Yashari, the Swiss midfielder, currently plying his trade, 22-year-old, at Club Bruges. They rate him around 40 million euro, but according to reports, West Ham and AC Milan both have had proposals of around 32 million euros rather, both rejected. He's also had interest from Man City, Man United, although the initial offer from West Ham was declined. We remain among a group of clubs interested in securing his services. For me, I think he was heavily linked to move to Man City. I think that's where he'll probably end up going. And I think we should put our eggs in a Richard Rios basket, in all honesty. But Ardon is a box-to-box. He's got that energy. He's young. A little bit smaller than Rios. You know, you think for a CDM role, physicality is a massive part of being a midfielder in the Premier League. And, you know, maybe a little bit, I don't know. No, not really. What I'm being an idiot for. I mean, I'd love him, but whether we get him is another thing. Now, obviously, we spoke about Elhedge Mialik Diouf, and always have to put the Malik in, otherwise people think we're going to sign the spitter. We mentioned, this morning how Souček's mates, brothers, hairdressers, cousins, teammate has said we're signing him. And according to reports, we are in advanced talks with Slavia Prague for the 20-year-old Senegalese defender. However, we do have a number of backups just in case. X took to his Patreon to say that West Ham are still having an interest in Nathaniel Brown from Eintracht Frankfurt, Leif Davis from Ipswich, and also, according to Casio Mercato, West Ham and Leeds are showing interest in the former Arsenal man, Nuno Tavares. All of them are around the same price. Around the 20 to 25 million euro price range. Looks like all of them are going to be competing. If we're led to believe, Diouf is very much seen as the standout choice, is the number one, and indeed is the youngest out of all of them, I believe, and potentially has the most potential as well, whereas the others are maybe more established. Obviously, like Nuno Tavares, former Arsenal, he's 25. He went on loan to Lazio, then made the deal permanently. He's still got a contract until 2029, but the Lazio chairman has said 20 to 25 million euro is his price tag, basically, if people want him. Same with Leaf. I think you're looking at about 18 to 20 million quid for him. Obviously, played in the Premier League now, so there's experience there. And Nathaniel, I think probably the same, in all honesty. I think Diouf's the main man, but if that falls through, which we know West Ham, anything's possible. We have backup. Now, according to X also, he says our keeper search is to be accelerated with Mads Hermansen still very much seen as the number one choice. We are still waiting for confirmation from the club on the appointment of Kasper Ankelman and can't remember the other lad's name. Where's the other lad's name? Nope, it's gone. The guy from Elfsborg, Lindroth or something like that. With the idea being is there's a Kasper being the top dude, and then the other gentleman being the assistant goalkeeper coach. I don't think we've ever had an assistant to the goalkeeper coach. We know Jerry Valero left his post in the end of June and has subsequently got himself a new job. You know, in terms of being the goalkeeper coach of the Premier League champions now of Liverpool. So congratulations to Xavi. X did say in his latest update that Mads is very much the the top is I mean, goalkeeper is a priority position for us, obviously, particularly with Fabianski no longer with us anymore now. And the idea being is Mads is the top choice. If not, there are other names that have been added to. We all know them. People like Robert Sanchez from Brighton, and he said a loan deal for Aaron Ramsdale. So they clearly don't want to spend money on Aaron Ramsdale. They want him on loan. We shall see. Also, we are linked with Petrovic from Chelsea, although it does seem that Sunderland are looking to bring him in. It's a shame because I quite like Petrovic. And a player we signed actually back in March. He signed I think it's pre-contract. I think in March was the Northern Irish 16-year-old Joel Kerr. His contract starts with the club in the 1st of July. He was currently plying his trade for Tyrone. And according to a report in RTE, West Ham have denied him the extension to play in the All-Ireland MFC final this weekend. As I said, his contract started on the 1st of July at West Ham, and on Saturday, Tyrone play Kerry in Sunday's decider at Newbridge. West Ham have refused at the moment for him to play in that final, which would be the biggest game of his Gaelic football career. Obviously, he's a young lad. He signed a 3-year deal back in, he signed it looked like pre-contract, and now it becomes official on the 1st of July. 3-year deal, and he was his current manager as of Monday. Gerard Donnelly is trying to persuade West Ham to allow him to play in the game. I just don't see just let him play in it. Let the lad play. We've got a great, obviously, a great heritage of Northern Ireland players, particularly in the academy. We've got about 4 or 5 of them now. We'll have 5 of them now. And whether they progress into the first team, obviously we've had guys in the first team such as Steve Lomas, Michael Hughes, and various others all play for Northern Ireland at West Ham, and maybe Joel could be the next one. He's a Northern Ireland under-17 international, recognised as one of the most exciting talents to emerge from the country in recent years, and left-footed, pace, power, football agility, according to the article I read, allowing him to operate across the front three as a winger, striker, or number 10. He also featured, interestingly, as a left back for Glentoran reserves in the season just gone. So, yeah, maybe he could be the next left back we bring through from the academy. Who knows? But let him play. Let him play. Anyway, that's it, my friends. Take care. Stay safe. Stay warm. Stay humble. Don't forget to keep an eye on the channel for latest news, reviews, opinions, as well as going to News of Brown. Any breaking news, try and bring it to you as soon as possible. Much love. Bye-bye.